Hey.
Welcome to ASMR. If I don't pass trig this semester, my dad's gonna shit in my mouth. You knew it was coming.
Can I do an intro now?
Oh no, can you?
Go ahead. Hey, what's the haps up in this hizzy, my homies? That's actually bad. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to DDiscussion. You don't know about this, actually. This is the name. So, DDiscussions is basically discussions with DDM. We talk about everything. But I decided to put the name, my initials, into the words. It's highlighted right there. DDiscussions. If you have pronouncing this name, here's the pronunciations.
Oh my gosh. DDiscussioMs. DDiscussioMs.
That is not open.
Wait a minute, this isn't right. DDiscussioMs?
DDiscussioms. I probably should have put an H there. There's an echo on your
I'm
name.
having a stroke looking at this. Diddy Scoochins.
We made that joke already, but
Oh.
it's pronounced DDiscussioms. So Donovan, what are we gonna do if they don't get it right?
If you don't get that some bitch right at this point in time, I don't know what to tell you at this point. I'm running out of ideas.
We keep giving these people chances, but they won't. They just won't get it right.
You're lucky I'm
try-
creatively bankrupt tonight.
We just don't know what to do tonight. Well, this last times we hit you and you got back up, and this time we'll hit you and you stay down.
Except I'm going to emote on you when you sit down.
What the frick? What emote are you gonna do, Donovan?
I don't know. You ain't going to figure it out.
Okay.
Do that one on Fortnite that, like, when you do it as a Lego avatar, it's this.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be something completely harmless like this, but when it's Lego, it's just this, and it's messed up. Welcome back, everybody. There's been a whole thing since I've last been on this show.
Yes, DDiscussions. Welcome back. But DDiscussions. But
DDiscussions.
P DDiscussions. A scussion is when you no. Don't know
Nah,
what that
you got to
means.
finish it now.
I don't know that I was done right. Okay. I was done right there. I just didn't know what that was. Let the imagination. Don't do that. But anyway,
Yeah, don't let imagination come out. It's not good.
don't come out. Sound cut out for me at that moment. I don't know if that was just me. I just heard and then just went silent. Anyway, I'm David. Hi. I have with me Donovan.
Hi,
Hey, Donovan.
David.
Hi.
This
How are you?
meat card. Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Oh, good. How's your channel going?
Well, we haven't been copyright struck or anything else yet, so we're good so far.
Yeah, so Donovan, for those who don't know, has a channel called Don's Comic Domain, and we read comics and stuff like that. So, we're reading the Ultimates right now. I have not finished the first volume yet, but so far it's not too bad.
If you want our full, part one of our review of it, go check it out on the channel. Along with our, what was it? What was the first one we did?
The first one was Infinity Gauntlet and World's Finest 2022, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to check that out, go ahead on the channel. And also, give us some things to review too. Depending on what it is, we will review it, whether we have it or not. Well, if we have it at least.
We have ways. We'll do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Marvel, DC, indie comics, whatever. I'd like to read more like Image or Dark Horse comics or whatever. 'Cause I know
I'd
there's
love
some-
to tackle Spawn, to be honest.
Spawn would be awesome. Bloodsport. No, Bloodshot, whatever.
I know
that
what you
cool?
mean.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know if the echo's coming from Hunter's mic, but like it's kind.
It's not mine. It shouldn't be coming from mine.
Okay, that's weird. It must. Yeah, because you have headphones in.
I hope it's not coming from there.
I hope not either, but it's okay. We have Hunter here.
Hi.
For those who don't know, for the goats know. It's the Smoky Squadcast and the
Gosh.
wonderful channel that was. Oh, that was so bad, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
too bad.
160 subscribers.
175.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it was. Isn't it still at 175? I think it grew since I left.
No, it wasn't you. No, it was. I think it was just us three grew it ourselves. But yeah, we had Thomas too.
Anyway,
Yeah. It's weird because Smoky Squadcast, like after you left, I just did a bunch of stuff with the other guys, and now it's just all of us on here now. So it's just random.
What channel is this even on? Is this on your old
This is
like
on
DDM
my-
pictures?
Yes, this is my rebranded channel, and I'm talking about movies that instead of just doing random shit. And so
I've noticed we can say shit now. That's interesting.
we can. Well, yeah. A few times. You get like 3.
No. I didn't say it.
Okay, whatever. I did. My bad. But yeah, after we left, it's like the last season of Community where everything just fell off, basically, and it wasn't as good, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but now you're doing all kinds of stuff, and you have your own little channel, right? You do.
Yeah, I draw crap that I think looks okay, and I put it on the internet, and people are like, I can't draw like that. How do you do it? I'm like, I look at Pinterest and I draw it.
It's not gay to have Pinterest. I have.
Believe me, it's not.
Yeah. Like, why don't you have a Pinterest?
I have Pinterest for 2 different things.
Yes.
I have Pinterest for comics, and I also have Pinterest for what is it? My Minecraft builds. So
Yeah.
that might be gay. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
For the aesthetics, flavors. But no, we don't do that. But yeah, I'll try to send a link. I'm gonna re-edit the title. I just put featuring Donovan because I didn't know who I was gonna be here, so I just because I knew he would. But yeah, I'll put a link at the end or in somewhere at the description. But check out Kirk Comics. You can just go to the channel, the DDM Studios channel, see the other channels, and he's there. So check him out. He's cool. We should have Ty from MovieBlaze1 show up sometime, but for now it's just going to be us 3, and we're just going to talk about anything really, but mainly this new Daredevil Born Again trailer, which I may have some thoughts, I may not. I mean, I assume we've all seen the trailer, right?
I saw the Instagram one. I'm not sure if it's the full trailer.
Was it like 2 minutes or?
Yeah, about, yeah.
Yeah, that was the main trailer. It had like the end of like the silent, like no music fight scene, right?
Sounds right, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. What about you, Donovan? You watch it?
Which trailer?
The Daredevil.
I was
Born Again.
gone. Okay.
You're fine.
Teacher, what class is this?
It's cool. Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. So I guess I could just go around the zigzag and guess we could tell our thoughts. Hunter, what do you think about this trailer?
So I was really pissed off when I first saw it. When I saw it existed. I've been talking about Daredevil Born Again. I was covering when they were bringing John Bernthal in. the whole thing with Charlie Cox and whether or not they were going to have the other actors. But since then, everything's been kind of quiet. They didn't really talk about it, and now they're showing the trailer. It looks better than I was expecting. It looks like it has that old cinematography that they were using, or not old cinematography, but like the colors are there. Like the original aesthetic of it is there. I don't know. I'm afraid that they're gonna mess it up. I know it's not gonna be as good as season 3 or season 1. Season 2, I know we have differing opinions on it. I didn't think it was too bad.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so
but it wasn't as good as the other ones. Season 3 really impressed me with Bullseye. Isn't that the yeah? Like that was the, I don't know. It was really well written. They did a lot of really good I don't even know, flashbacks. They made everything connected. They did a lot of really good connections, and it was so good. So I'm afraid that it's been so long, and Disney's not gonna do what the original people did, because Disney doesn't like to do what the original people did. If they can stick with the similar to the original content, I'm all for it. If they can, please, for the love of all that's holy, please don't make them fight like Galactus or some shit, because they do that and it's gonna be ridiculous, because you're gonna have Daredevil, a blind guy, and a dude in a redneck with a bunch of guns fight like supernatural beings. It's gonna be terrible. So please, for the love of all that's holy, don't do that. Make them fight like a crime ring or something like that. Keep it basic, because that's what Marvel's missing now. Is everything is way too I don't even know. It's way too supernatural. In my opinion.
Yeah. Very good. Donovan, what about you?
I mean, I kind of agree with everything Hunter said. Like, I don't. When I watched the trailer, I had low expectations for it, thinking it was not going to really be as great. Then I saw it, and it was pretty decent, a pretty good trailer. But I'm still very skeptical on this. It might not be as great as the original Daredevil show was. I hope it's just as great. I hope it is, but I doubt it. I really do. I just hope they don't screw up anything that the original show did.
Yeah. There's bound to probably be a few things, but hopefully just a few at least. Well, as for me, as Kingpin said in the trailer, it's not terrible seeing you again. That's kind of how I feel with this trailer. I will say the coloring is a little gray, a little too gray. Not as vibrant as the Daredevil, like the Netflix Daredevil show. We could talk about that afterwards, but it wasn't terrible. I was impressed, but the thing is, Marvel makes great trailers. They are good at that and showing the good stuff. But it was a little bit of me when I watched it. It made me feel good to see Karen and Foggy back. It made me feel good to see Kingpin. Honestly, Kingpin and Matt Murdock being having lunch together was kind of like, oh, cool. But, still iffy about that. I think Muse is a pretty cool villain to use. I think that's very interesting, but it would have been better if they did do it on Netflix before all the Disney Plus stuff. It's going with a darker tone. Probably not as dark as the previous show, but they're going for that, and you can definitely see it. The fight scenes are not too bad, from what I can see. The Daredevil suit is kind of ridiculous to me. It looks a little tacky. But
is it still the yellow?
No, not the ketchup and mustard. They do show the mask of the yellow one, but no, he's using the red one. We got to see Daddy Bernthal back again. We got to see Punisher, so that was cool.
Okay, real talk. Never refer to him as that ever again.
Yeah, it took me a second to be like, did he just really call him that?
He got the beard and the hair, dude. Look at that man.
No.
Okay, I'm joking.
It's so weird watching him
homo.
in like The Walking Dead and stuff like that, and it's just like,
Yeah, they're in the woods.
we're in the woods. What is that?
And let me tell you something. No,
I'm gonna sleep with your wife because of that.
Oh no. There are no rules, man. We're lost. But no, I did start watching Walking Dead, like the first 4 episodes. It's really good. Anyway, the trailer is Marvel has, just stopped with the bullshit. They just went, okay, fine, here's something cool. And they're like, thank you, finally. It's like, but can we please no? Okay, fine, just take it. Thank you. And it was serviceable enough. But it's like a fast food Daredevil and not the authentic restaurant Daredevil, if that makes sense. It's you don't have the original guys who made it really come alive. And I mean, if you get these people, I'm sure it may be okay. But who knows? I want it to be good. I want to be wrong and not think it's bad. I want to be completely wrong about it if I think it's bad and it's actually good. But who knows? If they mess some things up, I can let it slide, but I wish they wouldn't mess it up. But whatever. It's just like
Yeah, about them not having the same people. Like, I don't even know who the writers were. I don't have their names. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, let me check.
But the people who did that, who did the Netflix show, like, the reason why it was so good was because it wasn't just, oh, here's a cool scene, here's a cool, like, CGI shot. No, it was just, hey, here's some really good writing, here's some really cool parallels, and here's some, like, the things they did cinematography-wise to get that, and video-wise and audio-wise, like, everything they did had a purpose, like, for Bullseye. Bullseye was my favorite villain that they ever had.
Really good, yeah.
When they would portray him and he's starting like the slow descent into like it's been a while since I've watched it, right? But he's descending more and more into his own insanity and being psychotic. And what they would do when he was going through the most like stressful and like conflicting parts is they had like almost like a bees buzzing, like a hive of bees buzzing sound, which was like their sound production was so good at making a stressful situation, like you feel that stressful situation, you can feel all the different things going through his head, like it is so well done. And then Disney is doing it. And Disney is like, well, we have CGI. That's not even, like, the fight scenes half the time, like, when we were talking about Daredevil, like, I think the last thing we were on, when I was on, was Daredevil. And, or not Daredevil, She-Hulk. And, like, they had a bunch of, like, fight scenes that weren't even, like, you could tell they were just cutting scenes because they had a much bigger fight scene planned.
Yeah.
But then they ran out of time and money. And so they just started cutting it. So we would see Hulk goes here, but then comes in this way, and it's confusing.
Yeah.
They can't do that. They need to have everything like set up. It's like this could be what gets me back on Disney Plus. Like I'm gonna get it for a month when it's finally all out, and I'm gonna watch it because it's my favorite Marvel show.
It's one of my
that and
favorite. One
Punisher.
of my favorite shows of all time, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cannot mess this up. Like this is your guys' final test. Like if you mess this up, there's no going back. You're gonna have to completely reset the entire. You're gonna have to go back to phase 1. You're gonna have to recast Iron Man and start with Iron Man 1 and just do it again because that's the only way you guys are gonna keep making money.
Yeah.
Because it's so bad. It's been so bad for so long. I've stopped going to the Marvel movies since Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. pretty much. I will say though, like we did mention coloring, and you are the expert here, but I could, you can tell with Daredevil, it's a dark atmosphere with color, and it's kind of weird because it's like black and then red or black and green in certain scenes, especially the hallway fight. Very vivid with color, or vibrant, I should say, whatever the word is. But it's like everyone gave a crap, and they, about the color. But this one, you can tell it's shot like it's shot like Secret Invasion was shot. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But with this new Daredevil show, it looks like a normal Marvel show. And it's like, you're not really trying that much. I don't know what it is with the camera, different camera or whatever, but something was very precise. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
So I do. So that kind of goes to I forget what era, what decade was the original Daredevil made in? Wasn't it 2010s?
2015 to 2018.
That surprises me. That's not long at all.
No.
I mean, was that 7 years ago? That's not bad at all.
10 years ago, yeah.
So one thing I noticed on like movies like Taken and things like that, like their contrast in black point is like very high. So basically, if it's a dark color, it's gonna look black, right? That's what I noticed in Daredevil. Like the contrast and like the blacks were like really like toned up. Like they always were just making everything super dark and had all this contrast. That looks so good to me. Yeah. I try to do it with my photography. I try to do it like when I can. It's what I liked about it is for a lot of the shots when it's like just a normal shot, they would just they would leave a lot of stuff. Like they did really well with the lighting and coloring, but they would also like they understood the balance, and that's really important. Like for instance, in photography, if a blurry shot, like a motion blur shot, can look really cool, but if you just do motion blur shots for everything, you're gonna get fired. Yeah. Same thing with this. Like if they can find that balance where the fight scenes are extremely dark, because kind of what that also helps do is you're not focused on what's happening in the background or what's that crate in the background, or is that a coffee cup? Did someone like leave their coffee cup in the background, or things like that. Yeah. That actually happened in Game of Thrones, by the way. Like there was a coffee cup that and like the entire internet went crazy about it for like a week, if I remember right. That was a couple years ago. But when you have your darks just jet black, and in fight scenes, it helps you concentrate on what's happening, and it looks cooler. Yeah. Because in a fight scene, you can do whatever you want. You can have massive grain. You can have motion blur. You can have all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't necessarily want in a shot. Mm-hmm. And so, one thing I noticed about the trailer, in this where I think it's Kingpin, throws him over a desk or something. I don't know if that's Kingpin. Because I had to relook at it because I watched it a couple days ago.
Nice. And is it a season 3 prison escape or whatever?
No, I'm just talking. Yeah, okay. When Kingpin does this, right? Which, by the way, that's an homage to. He did not do. I don't remember him doing that in the original Daredevil. So that's an homage to. Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Yes. So when he killed Peter Parker, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be
cool. That could be really cool because Kingpin has never dealt with Spider-Man in a MCU thing, so that would be kind of cool if they put Tom Holland. They wouldn't because they can't because I don't know. I don't think they would. And
I think Disney's getting the rights back pretty soon, which that'd be cool. Not. There is that new animated Spider-Man show coming out that looks really bad, but.
Yeah, I've not watched that shit.
Yeah. Anyway,
but I forgot my train of thought. But no, if they could have him fight Spider-Man, I just thought of that. That could be pretty cool. But either way, yeah, like I'm saying, like in the fight scenes, it's not as dark. Do I think that's wrong? No, because we're not going to get the original Daredevil back. Right. I think it could still be cool. Mm-hmm. It looks dark enough. And then the shot you were talking about where it's just like white, like this white haze in the diner. that's kind of just like they turned up the highlights. I don't know. I don't know if I hate that shot because you got some blues. You don't have a lot of different contrast. Like, you don't have like a lot of different colors. You only have like one color, two colors. I just see black, blue, and white in that shot. So, they could have done, in the original show, they would have had like some red light, for no reason. It's like a wall outlet or something. Has like a just big ass white red ball that's just like, it's like completely fine seeing you just get this and you just get that red glow. That's what the original show would have done, and I liked that.
Yeah, I do want to pull up a legendary scene, hallway fight. If you look,
I just watched this.
Yeah,
I just watched this.
Just look at the colors here. I'm going to compare it to the trailer. I can look up other scenes too, but I can't. They don't really come up at the top of my head though. But
if you're talking about everything being completely white, the jail fight scene with Punisher.
That's good because
it has to match your environment. Like when it's at a bar, yes, it has to be dark. It has to be some reds, some greens, some blues, some yellows, just random lights for no reason. Yeah. For the hallway scene, I mean, you can't really say much. A hallway isn't gonna be green.
Yeah. But you got a little bit of yellow with the lights. You got that exit sign that's red.
And if you actually, what's interesting about that, and I'm pretty sure you can tell they kind of meant to do that because it kept on highlighting that exit sign a little bit subtly. Mm-hmm. He's trying to save like some kidnapped girl, if I remember right, or something in the show. Like he has to, he has to get that kid and get him out of there. And so it's like, hey, we're moving around, we're doing all these whips and like trying to figure out like where he's at and everything, but just know this, he's right, he has to be that way, and like that exit sign, it sticks out with so much contrast.
Mm-hmm. And like he's red, like Daredevil's red, and it's kind of like a, it could be
as well, yeah.
Character. Yeah, I don't know if that's what you were saying or not, but that's what I thought. But then if you look at something like this, and I don't want to be unfair, if you want to call it that. This is a cool shot, but it's CGI, but whatever. If you look at this and a little bit of that, where was it? Where'd it go? Even with, if you look at what the original Daredevil show would do, they would have made this like completely yellow, like Whiplash or something.
Yeah, it would be interesting if we could take the trailer and color grade it to be like the original.
Yeah, so like this, I like this part.
I love this red. I love this red contrast.
That's cool, yeah. There's a little contrast here. Yeah. But everything does look kind of blue and grayish. But it'd be funny if he was actually blind and didn't have superpowers. He was like, oh, there's a gun on me. There was a gun on my head. But, yeah. This is cool. You can see that's yellow and black.
I have no idea who Muse is. I have not done any research or read any of the comics with him in it.
So Donovan, if you're still there, do you know what Muse does pretty much? I think he's a serial killer.
I think he's a serial killer, and he uses I might be wrong, so take this with a grain of salt. He uses his victims as like paint or something. I don't know. I know it's something that deranged.
It's kind of bold for Disney Marvel.
Well, this one's supposed to be R-rated because with when John Bernthal first came in, or as you call him, Daddy Bernthal. What the hell? When John Bernthal first came in, he said, "Hey, it has to be R-rated. I'm not gonna be." Hang on. Yeah, man, it's got to be R-rated. I can't be in a stupid Disney show.
Pretty much.
I can't be in She-Hulk 2.
She-Hulk 2.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, they actually were going to try to make it, and they canceled it, which I thank the Lord for that. That was
Imagine if they did go
7 years of my life. Yeah, 7 years of my life wasted, that show. Oh, man.
Dang.
Or 7 hours, not years, but it set me back 7 years. It was so stupid.
Look at his face.
He's like,
No,
"Help
Daddy
me."
Bernthal, please.
No, I'm just a blind man. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing, man.
I just came into this locker room. What do you close at?
I don't know why, but that face is reminding me of the one FNAF meme where he's like, Michael, don't leave me here.
Don't leave me here.
Jesse, stop touching. Jesse. If you know, you know. The meme I'm talking about.
It's like the Walter White where he's like underneath the floorboards.
Yeah, Jesse.
Oh, is this a court case? Are we gonna get? Oh, okay, that shot is
Cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not. Go back. They needed to move the camera here, like legit. Where they have it, this building is messed up. They needed to literally move the camera like that
Yeah.
to get it centered and also to get that building correct. So that's
It
ticking
does
me
look
off.
kinda weird. some cinematography is just a little shoddy. Shoddy. I'm trying to. That's not a bad frame, I guess.
It's just he opened up the
Yeah.
elevator. It's been done 1,000 times.
Ew.
Oh, what the hell is that?
What is that?
Yeah. It's
What is it?
the whole
One thing I'm noticing about Disney is all the other stuff. They didn't do fan service. They just told a good story, even if they had to change it from the comics a little bit just to
Yeah.
stay with the story. Whereas Disney is trying to appeal with comic readers
All these monkey-brained idiots who are just like,
by giving us these. He's like, is he gonna wear any of them? No.
No.
And thank goodness, because they all look stupid because they were
It gives
written.
you a history that we never got into. It's just kind of like, oh, along the way, he put on these other,
These were the friends he made along the way.
the real masks of the friends we knew.
That's some friends he made along the way.
Oh my gosh, he looks like Ben Affleck. He's so, he looks so stupid.
Whoa.
Sorry, Donovan, were you saying something before we were talking about the mask?
No, I was saying it's the Hall of Daredevils.
Ugh. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Daredevils, I don't like that he has his own lair. That's not.
I don't like that either. I don't like the freaking mask thing. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a cool nod to have like the old mask from the show, but like, why?
See, I liked it when he took a T-shirt and wrapped it over his head and was like, "I'm awesome," and we were all like, watching it like, "That's all." What the? Wait, go back.
Wait, hold on.
What was wrong with his eyes?
He was like, oh, he was looking at. Oh.
Bro exposed himself. I didn't like.
Bro's
the
acting
part-
like.
Wait a minute. I think he can see.
Bro's acting like he can see.
No. I'm serious. His eyes aren't glazed over,
Oh, Disney's lazy.
and also they're not crossed. He's looking directly at something.
He's like the romantic scenes with Karen. That would have been freaking awesome. It's so funny. They take off the glasses for me.
That's how I feel. Whenever I'm in whenever me and my girlfriend were having a minute, I'm like, I just like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I probably look so stupid right now.
I wish I could be blind and have the riz of Matt Murdock.
I know, right? He had freaking. How many girls did he have? Wait, hang on. How many girls did he have in the
He
show?
pulled so many girls. He was just.
He had that one random girl. He had Electra. He had. Or was that one random girl? Yeah, he had Karen,
Oh, it was
Electra.
Claire. Yeah, Claire, the nurse. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think this part is when he bends a guy's arm. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Look
Yeah.
at that.
I really like that effect
Yeah.
because it's not like over the top, like bone sticking out, but you know there is. But he's wearing a T-shirt, so he's like,
Yeah, true.
I don't like that text.
Me neither. It's like, woo. The other one was that was the other one was like it was like italicized. The other one was like this.
What are you doing?
First,
what is happening?
Now this. What is wrong with you?
Man, I know. In this, just hang in there a little bit longer, man. I know this time period. Just hang in there, man.
This time period.
Just pray.
Okay.
Don't settle. Don't settle for that, David.
There's that John Berthel movie. Like, have we considered the other option?
I think about how we consider the other options. No.
That's so fun. So many John Berthel references. But no, I hate this Marvel Television logo. Personally, I wish they wouldn't like Marvel Animation, Marvel Television. Which, by the way, Marvel Animation isn't even MCU animation, except for What If. They have X-Men '97 and they have Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man coming out, and it's just like you just make it. I don't even know what they're trying to do anymore.
At this point, they should stop making cartoon Spider-Mans. Hot take.
No,
we already had Perfection from the '90s and Spectacular. We do not need what the heck. We do not need Disney to try and make it because it's not going to turn out as good.
No, I mean Sony's not good, but neither is Disney. Disney's arguably worse, and
we have the two people in charge of Marvel. Actually, no, everybody that's in charge of like superheroes right now, just not doing a great job.
Superheroes, yeah. It's all about business, and they just don't know anything. But yeah, I mean Sony was good back then with Spider-Man when Disney didn't try to buy them. I don't know if that's the Spectacular Spider-Man, definitely. I didn't know if they got into a funk after Disney tried to buy them, and they were just kind of like, oh, we got to do whatever, and just I don't know. I don't know, but lots of things.
Yeah. Now Sony, it's just both weird. Hollywood in general is weird right now because, like, you know, we've been talking about this since 2020. Like, they've just decided we're gonna just add a bunch of stuff and like as check boxes. Mm-hmm. And I get it. I didn't then, but I get it now. Still sucks, and it doesn't make for good content. Yeah. So yeah, just for the love of all that's good. This is a perfect show. Do not mess it up.
Yeah. Look at this. What'd you do?
One little thing I did like about the show, the trailer, that I didn't pick up until I rewatched it, was that if you listen carefully, they're actually playing the original Daredevil theme on the I can't. It's not accordion, is it? It's like the big piano that you see in cathedrals.
It's an organ. It's an organ, yeah.
Organ, yeah. You can actually hear them.
Yeah, because he's Catholic.
Oh,
so they're going into. They are for this. They are delving into the devil's work is never done. Like I was born to be a saint, but now I'm Satan. Basically, like they're going into that. If they do a lot with that, I don't know. Marvel and religion does not go well right now.
No, they're gonna.
But they're probably gonna make fun of Catholicism. Like if you that part, I would have a Catholic, write that because you can make it so much better. It sounds like they're just like at first I was like, oh my gosh, he's converting to Satanism. Holy shit.
No, but yeah, no, but I do want to hear. Is it like where'd you say the music was, like just during, like at the end?
It's throughout the whole trailer, but it's more prominent towards the end though.
Let me see if
especially where it starts to say the devil's work is never finished or something.
Okay,
that's where you can really hear it.
Hopefully, we won't get copyrighted, but we can like pause it for like certain amounts.
The city,
yeah,
unchecked.
I can hear a little bit. A little bit.
Very good.
I can kind of hear it's kind of like a reverse. Not exactly a reverse, but like it's Same like beats, definitely. Let me hear it. Let me start listen here.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken.
Ugh, I'd forgot about that.
Yeah. Never mind. It's gonna suck.
Bring back Daddy Bernthal. I don't want this. At least he's clothed. Is that supposed to be Bullseye? I think it is.
Bullseye is in the ending.
I don't like his have you seen the leaks of his costume or like the pictures of he looks like he's a ninja, a lame ninja.
I want to be ninja.
Oh boy,
That was horrible.
it was funny though. Racism is funny.
No,
it's not. Like jokes.
no, the freaking.
No, we can't say that. Hold on, I'm gonna look up Bullseye for this show and what we could have got with fan art. I'm gonna be careful.
Oh no! Well, we could have gotten him with just a massive.
No. No. Are you describing it while you're muted?
This guy looks so much worse.
You're like a big mute yourself.
It's just a. And so that's why.
And we're swinging all over the
No.
place.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Donovan.
No, I'm enjoying this. Keep going.
So is the fan art, apparently.
No, that's just one thing I've noticed. Is like fan art is always like, it's like, okay, this is good. This is really good. This is really good. Why does he have breasts? Why did you do that?
Why do you have boobies?
Why does Spider-Man 99?
Spider-Man 29. That's a new Spider-Man.
Hi guys, I'm 29 years old.
I'm 29.
I turned 30 next month.
I mean, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. So we're gonna go to Reddit real quick, and this is
Yay.
oh no, and this is the image that they have. This is look, he's got a
gut. He's got a gut.
he had a hard time in prison, guys. Man, he's just been depressed.
That's not him. That's Luigi Mangione.
No, that's just
That is horrible.
dude.
That is horrible.
Dude, let me see if I can.
What is up with his stomach?
That's like Hawkeye, dude. But like
His stomach, his stomach is distended.
Here's what I don't understand about this whole thing. Why can't we just have in Daredevil season 3, doesn't he still have the original Daredevil suit?
I don't think he still had. Wait, you're talking about Matt Murdock?
Bullseye.
Bullseye. I don't think he kept it.
Oh,
Because if that's the case, if he kept it, why doesn't he have that instead of this?
or
Maybe modify it to make
like modified the cow.
That's what I
Yeah,
have on
that would be awesome.
on the other tab. That's what I have here. That's what it should have been.
That's less cool, but
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
see,
Look
and
at
I
it.
also I liked it better when he didn't have guns. Like I liked it better when he's throwing like snow globes and forks at him, and it's like
that's what made the show so good. They were so creative with it, and they did
Yeah.
such a good job. But yeah, that was really cool.
yeah, like the biggest thing I like about and the biggest thing that people like in like brutal shows like this is like I said like about 10 times, sorry. But the biggest thing that people enjoy about these shows such as John Wick, Daredevil did the same thing, was they had the guns, yeah. But then they run out of ammo, so they just get really creative with it. Like John Wick killed what the heck?
Oh, I tried.
I mean, that's better than the first one.
It's like a jump scare. No, I like that. I don't like that he has to have a costume.
I guess.
I think he could totally, just because they know what his face looks like. So I think they could totally just, like, he wears the suit because it's so much protection. Like, isn't it, like, bulletproof by that point or something like that?
I believe
pretty
so.
much.
Like, bullet resistant, basically.
Kind
It's
of.
something like that.
Yeah, it offers protection, right? But he doesn't need to use the cowl. Like, please do not use the cowl.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That would be good.
I like that.
The face on Matt Murdock is a little bit.
He's gonna double chin, man. That's not even Charlie Cox. That's who is that? Vince Vaughn? Nah, that's not Vince Vaughn. That's I don't know who that is. But definitely not.
See, that's why I bring up the question: if he kept that suit at the end of season 3, because if he did, if they really want him to have a costume so bad, maybe he doesn't have to have a cowl because they already know his face. But you can at least keep the suit, maybe paint it black and white, and that be sort of similar.
That would be good.
Suit.
Yeah, kind of like Hawk.
It doesn't have to be 100% accurate to Bullseye's look, but that would help.
Yeah, it would be kind of like Hawkeye in just whatever he's in. He doesn't have a mask. I think that would work. Yeah. Instead of just having a tactical suit all the time, yeah. The Punisher did the same things. He Bullseye could easily kind of do something. Not the tights, but definitely do something cool with that. I agree. But yeah, have you guys noticed that he kind of looks like Sebastian Stan, the actor for
Yes.
Bullseye?
Yes, he does.
100%. Yep.
He looks like him right now. It's like
I was like, why did they get Sebastian Stan for 2 parts in a Marvel series?
they've done that
But
before.
here's the thing.
some
Here's the
characters.
thing. You've never seen Bucky and Bullseye in the same room.
Nope.
He just lost some weight for Bullseye. His cheekbones got tighter, or whatever.
No, don't do the.
Don't
When did this start? I never understood. When did
Dude. I don't know, but like it was at camp, like last summer. It was just like all over the place. Whenever, so they had the freaking CITs had the audacity during the staff intro to do that, and all the kids would go like, "Ah!" And they're just like, "Shut up! Why'd you do that?"
So I had, a couple months ago, I was in school, for my job. I had a bunch of Marines in my class. These are all like, 17 to like 20, 25, 30, right? No, not 30, 25. I think was the oldest we had, 26. Mm-hmm. They're all doing it like that, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? And they're like, quit messing up with my skibbity wrist. They're joking, right? But it's like, that's where I learned all of like that stuff's going on, was them making fun of it. But some of them were like legit doing it because they're Marines and they're, just they're gonna do stuff like that. But it was so dumb. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I find it funny, but I shouldn't.
I mean, they've been doing that for like, what, 30 years? They were doing it when I was still in college. So it's like, they've been doing that for a while. But like,
yeah.
They've added, I think it's the Rizzler kid. That one dude.
Oh, is he like the fat kid who's like,
Yep.
call me the Rizzler? And his name's Christian, and he looks at the kid who called him his real name.
They have a Walmart. What are we going to do at the Walmart, Christian?
Yeah. It was like joke. Have you seen the meme of like?
Yes.
He was on Jimmy Fallon and he was like Joker. It was so bad. And I felt sorry for Jimmy Fallon actually. That was, I never thought I would feel that way.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the one with the one kid with his dad? And it's like, that's 5 big bombs. Boom, boom. And Jimmy Fallon's like, can we guys stop, please?
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine an actual male adult who acts like that. Like, who hurt you? Why are you doing this to yourself? I assume you're the dad. Like, you can stop this. I don't know who you are.
I don't think that's the dad. I think if they checked, he'd be like, "Oh crap!
His wife's
Oh
cheating
crap!
on
It
him.
was the milkman."
Dude, his wife's. I don't want to. I'm not gonna say that. That's mean. But,
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. That's not very Christian.
It didn't feel very Christian.
It didn't feel very Christian. But yeah, that's bullseye. Yeah, but no, they did. Yeah, I think Marvel Television or just Marvel shows should have stayed with should have stayed with Netflix because they did know how to do it. I don't know if that's just showrunners or Netflix themselves. Netflix is a little different than Disney Plus because people actually watch Netflix, but it was something special. And say what you will about Moon Knight, I personally did not like Moon Knight that much. I think it could have benefited a lot with the Netflix spin on it that they had back then.
Yes, Moon Knight is like, if you've read his comics, like, he is very just like unhinged. He would like, random bullshit, go, yeah, parry this, you effing one. Casual, yeah, like he's very like he's yeah, like he's. It would have done very well with Netflix because Disney's so scared to say something that's going to piss someone off.
Yeah.
For specific groups. We don't need to get into that. But, it wasn't dark enough. It wasn't funny enough. Like, he was supposed to have a deep, dark sense of humor. Like, yeah, that's what people enjoy about him. And he had none of that. And I thought it was funny. Like, the scene with the hippo was funny. They didn't really... The violence... He's fighting one dude and then his followers. The violence wasn't anything special.
Yeah. No. Like, and it's not even Moon Knight that much. It's just the two personalities going back and forth. It's like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 1, and I love Spider-Man 1, but, like, it's basically that. But they did it. Spider-Man did it a lot better.
Yeah, I think, first of all, like, well, one reason why we don't like the super happy-go-lucky, like, superheroes anymore. Well, first of all, they never were. Like, we have downgraded. We have gotten more, like, not family-friendly because now they're saying the F word and Guardians of the Galaxy and things like that. Mm-hmm. But, like, they've gotten more and more tame as far as violence is concerned, as far as, like, pissing a specific group off. And they, I'm not saying make them, like, inappropriate. I'm not saying make them racist. I'm not saying make them, like, offensive. Please don't do that. Like, obviously you want to make it to where it's fine with almost every group, right? But, like, people who are there for the action, not the whatever they're throwing in them now. Like, there's no action in most of the movies. Like, there's a little bit here and there, but it's not good action. Like, I'm going to movies for explosions and all this stuff. And if I don't like what Marvel's doing, I loved the original Marvel because they did enough of it.
Yeah.
Now they don't. And so I've stopped watching them. Like, I don't have Disney Plus anymore. I got rid of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of watching Obi-Wan, which was the original reason I bought Disney Plus. The first time I ever got Disney Plus was so that one day they were going to give us Obi-Wan. I tried watching the first episode, and I couldn't. It was so boring, and it wasn't well done from my perspective. And so I just stopped and then just got rid of it. Yeah.
And then they threw Leia in there for some reason.
No.
To connect things.
No.
Which is weird because in A New Hope, Obi-Wan dies, no reaction from her. That's kind of weird. But that's like, that's what happens. And then like you retcon it by having a little girl Leia in the show. And then you would just random bullshit go.
Shoot. Wait a minute.
Luke reacted Leia didn't.
She knew who that would have been. Yeah, and also
Yeah.
Luke sounded like Leia should have with that. Like,
Okay, never do that.
why?
Okay.
Hey, David,
You ruined it, bro.
David, are you
don't
gay?
do that.
Okay. And then you turn on the music and it's like.
Don't you just love A New Hope?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Oh, Luke, I am your father. Nuh-uh. Frick you mean nuh-uh?
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh, you're not my dad.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I did want to talk about like when you say they're not trying to offend people or whatever. Disney unironically did with Falcon and Winter Soldier. When you go back and watch it, there's one scene where it's like, "Hey, it's the Black Falcon." It's like, no, it's just Falcon. And it's like, why are you calling him Black Falcon if he's the first Falcon ever? Like, you don't say the White Iron Man. You know, like that's kind of weird.
It's Iron Man, the white one.
The white one. But like, I'm
Oh,
the only
geez.
one.
Thanks for clarifying, because I wouldn't tell which one was which. Thank you, Disney.
Yeah, they are having a White Falcon though to replace the
What?
Black Falcon. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
the
are.
guy at the beginning, they're whitewashing Falcon. Dude muted himself. I don't know how much damage is there. Where'd he go? Oh,
He's airing his grievances out right now.
uh-huh. Product placement. You can't do that. You need to unmute yourself.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
At least they're doing it. You know, at least Disney's changing from their ways instead of black.
You know what'd be hilarious is if they gave the Falcon armor to Bucky. That would just be ironic because it should have been the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die on that hill. I don't care. I don't care. Like how it works. Falcon is Falcon. Leave Falcon as Falcon. Like Bucky was the next Captain America.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm still mad about that.
Yeah.
And I believe in the comics it was the same as well. Like they changed it
Yeah,
later on, but in the
that was
earlier comics,
first. You know, the one thing, speaking of that, like all new, all different Marvel started in 2015, and that's when we had Sam Wilson as Captain America. And people was like, "Well, what happened to the comics?" It's like, well, those comics sucked. That's why. So,
they also were written they also were written 5 years ago or 5 years before they made that. No, they're writing comics and then they're like being like, "Oh, we're staying true to the comics." No, if you'd stayed true to the comics, Infinity War would have been better.
yeah.
yeah,
Because I read that comic. The Infinity War comic is
Infinity
it
War
has-
or
it-
Infinity Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the
there's
same
two
thing. It's
different-
them fighting. It's them fighting Thanos, right?
pretty much it.
The Golden Age of Comics version was obviously it's Golden Age of Comics, so everything looks wrong. Iron Man still looks like he has a bucket on his head. Obviously, give and take, right? But the amount of characters it had, we had most of those characters, but the amount of characters it had was good. They could have still done what they were doing, and they kind of, it was weird. Yeah, I get that you I'm totally for okay, the comic is not going to work because it's written for a comic.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's not a cartoon, so it's not going to work. So I'm totally fine with, okay, we're going to take these liberties to make it work better. And I think Endgame and Infinity War are phenomenal. But yeah, just because you wrote new comics and then you're going to say, "Oh, we're following this comic." No, you're not. You're following a new comic that you had someone write. Or that's the new group. We don't care about that. We want to go back to the old one.
Yeah.
Like, because in the old one, it was Death. Death was a whole character, and Death would be an interesting. If you want to go like crazy, but still stay like. If you want to go like supernatural and all that stuff, but still want to stay like lower key, right? Fight Death, because you can keep that all on one planet. Like you don't have to go to 1,000 different places.
Instead of having like the what is it, Children of Thanos or whatever they're called in the movie, and then having them all killed off. I mean, like they're cool, I guess, but
Who are the children of Thanos? Oh,
they were the
oh,
Squidward and all them in the movie.
Yeah, Squidward. You had the Thing. You had the other two. Pretty much that. I don't remember the others.
It was
All I remember was Squidward and the Thing.
yeah. We got a comment I didn't look at yet. Oh, hey Devon, how's it going, dude? Hope your day's going well. That was at 8.
I'm here too.
Yeah, that's Hunter. All around me are familiar faces.
I just spilled all over myself.
Oh no!
Also, now that I think about it, on the subject of Infinity Gauntlet, didn't they have Guardians 2 before Infinity War, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't they have introduced Adam Warlock? Because
They
already
should
had
have.
post-credit.
They did, and that would have been really good. And
Yeah.
it would have been a lot better than Guardians 3. That is one problem I have with Guardians 3.
I didn't think it was that good.
It's not the best Guardians. People say it is. The only good thing was like Rocket's backstory, but even that had some things that made me laugh. Really? You don't think so?
I didn't think, oh, yay, we got to know what Rocket, we can get to see he was tortured. Great. Like, I mean, I like Rocket, right? But, like, that was the entire point. And then it was like, oh, here's our mighty evil guy. I think he's dead. He looks kind of sad. I'm golden for some reason. And look, I've got big biceps. Like, that is just dumb.
Yeah.
Like, great. It was great to see Rocket, but you could have had a completely different premise. I didn't think it was that good.
I think the mystery of Rocket's origin was like pretty interesting. You know, when you look back on the other.
It was good to see it.
I guess.
You could have kept that for a little bit longer, but they're not also probably not going to make more Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So
No. They better reboot very soon, but even then, I don't know. Because like Secret Wars and like, dude.
I want them to take a break from this universe. I want them to go to Ultimate, and like I want them to finish this phase with them in some way fighting the people from Ultimate, and then they go back in, like they just stop, and then they go back in time, and they have a full cinematic universe with 3 phases for the Ultimate series. And then at that point, it's like, yeah, okay, we have 2 different groups that are fighting each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, and make it's like worlds are gonna collide, so it's like one or the other can survive, and so it's like it's a fight for survival. It's like a kind of Squid Games kind of thing. That would be really cool. Like if you're gonna have the timelines, have it like Squid Games. Like Captain America is fighting other Captain America, and things like that, because they're gonna die, and then you get to see really cool, really creative stuff.
Yeah.
But that's a massive undertaking. And I don't think we're ever going to get that.
So to me, it sounds kind of almost similar to. I mean, your idea kind of sounds like Crisis on Infinite Earths to me, and I kind of.
I've never read that.
I think it's a pretty cool concept. What you premise is, especially having the Ultimate Universe show up, that would be cool, or at least some version of it. Because let's be honest, they're not going to give us the true Ultimate series. But if they were to, if they were to, it's never going to be the 2000s one, at least. That's what I'm meaning by that.
Well, first of all, Miles Morales is supposedly in the same universe as Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Too late.
Nick Fury is already Samuel L. Jackson. I'm going to let that stick there.
That is true.
So you're not going to have it 100%.
No,
because it was the point was it was supposed to be the opposite. So a lot of the characters who were white from the original show were black, such as Miles Morales, Nick Fury, all of that. And I thought it was really I thought it was cool, but it was like a negative. It was really cool.
So actually, Samuel L. Jackson, or Black Nick Fury, is the junior. Nick Fury Senior is the white Nick Fury.
Wait, what?
Yep.
I haven't
Oh
heard
yeah.
this.
Apparently, Nick Fury Jr. is actually the son of Senior. He's actually not black. He's biracial. He just looks that way because his father. Yeah, his father, Nick Fury Sr., of course, had a black mom. Of course, that happened, and Samuel L. Jackson's character showed up. And I think, David, you might have said that they based him off of Sam Jackson, right?
They did, yeah.
They
Oh,
based
did
him
they?
off.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah,
I don't know. I think it's crazy that they went through a whole explanation of that. In my opinion, I'm just like, they took this character and were like, you know who'd be really good with an eye patch? Samuel L. Jackson. And it just was amazing. You know? So,
well, some guy saw Pulp Fiction one time and I was like, yep. This is it. This is the
Mother.
one. Yeah. English, do you speak it? Or Shaft.
I don't remember asking you a dang thing.
Dang thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, I forgot. Yeah, but Beyond the Spider-Verse, right? Got delayed for a while, like the Batman 2. But we're not gonna talk about the Batman 2. We're gonna talk about we can if we want to, but so my concern is Beyond the Spider-Verse. The title itself is very concerning because, well, the Spider-Verse is just in the multiverse, so why do you call it Spider-Verse? Understandable, but anyway, Beyond the Spider-Verse is like implying the MCU was gonna happen because in Across the Spider-Verse they mention the original like 3 Spider-Man: Tobey, Tom, and Andrew, and they mention Doctor Strange. So I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. It better not be, because I hate the fact that it is animated, and some universes are animated, some are live action, and it's not like one's live action and the rest are animated. And that's what made Spider-Verse so special, is like it was its own contained multiverse. It wasn't like a big multiverse, if that makes sense.
I thought having Donald Glover was kind of like a...
It was a nod.
It was a nod. It was like, you know, in SpongeBob where they had like Keanu Reeves in that one movie. That's kind of what it felt like. You know, you have like, random actual person. Yeah, it's not. Don't make it where they have entire. We don't need to explain that.
I don't like that, but like, it was. That's cool, but like having some live action and then animated, it's weird. And now they're going to be animated. I hope this does not happen. But if they were to show up in Secret Wars fully animated, that would be terrible. I would quit.
That would be hilarious, though. There would be so many memes, especially because Marvel can't get their CGI down to save their life because they don't pay their people anything. It's not they don't pay their people anything; they don't give them any time.
Right.
Yeah, that would be hilarious because, like, you know, and of course you're gonna have me like zooming in and being like, okay, the camera's moving this fast. This is moving this fast. It's not. It didn't. Yeah.
Oh, because of the frame
It's
rates
gonna
of
be
different
bad.
characters, or like, because they do that.
It could also be that. Yeah. If you had like 24 frames per second or whatever, and then you had a character moving at 10 frames per second, such as oh my gosh, what's the Rockstar Spider-Man? What's his name?
Oh, Spider-Punk.
Spider-Punk. He moves at a slower frame rate. So if you had that, he'd be like, you know, it'd be moving. Like, this is the ground, you know, this is moving, and he's doing this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then that right next to, like, you know, Robert Downey Jr. would just look so wrong.
Yeah. We do have someone here now. We got MovieBlaze, guys. He is muted right now. I don't know if he's still here right now or not, but he is here, though. So welcome. We'll wait for you to get here. But one thing I do hate is the Spider-Man pointing meme. I despise it now. They use it so much. It was fine in the first one.
Hey guys.
Hey Ty, how's it going? It was fine in the first one. It was fine in the first one at the end, And then they used it over and over in the second one and in No Way Home. And I was like, stop. Stop, we get it.
I thought it was funny when there was like 1,000 Spider-Man. They're like, you.
I mean, that was fine.
Miles.
Those are like, stop.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, Ty. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So sorry I'm late.
No, you're fine. You're good. We did talk about Daredevil Born Again, the trailer.
Oh, cool.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the trailer?
I have.
What are your thoughts on it?
I think the trailer is really good, but I'm still very hesitant because this is the MCU. They could mess it up.
Yeah, that's basically what we all said.
And Disney Plus has a track record with their Marvel TV shows. And this is, I said this several times on my podcast, but this is Marvel's last chance for me.
Mm-hmm.
They mess it up, then it's over.
Yeah, I agree. No, absolutely. We're all on the same page. Fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hansenator's in the chat. You hear about? Oh, of course we have. Who hasn't heard about this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a man shooting his
Yeah.
shot, man.
That's one.
That's honestly what it sounded like to me at first. And then I'm just like, they're like, no, it's more than that. I'm like, okay.
I
don't want to
think-
know.
So my question is, do you think they would cancel Beyond the Spider-Verse because of that?
No, they changed his
I would hope
actor.
not.
That would
They
be
would
really
change his actor before they did. And
Yeah.
but
don't
here's the
think he
thing,
would-
it's like to me, I'm just like, if he's being like if he's being an issue with the female actresses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just have him record at a different time. Is the same like flow gonna be, because I think didn't they like always like record together and stuff like that? That flow's not gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
Just have him record at a different time. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like totally. Like, you don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, first of all, but you still got a job to do.
Yeah.
So, and it's not a job that can't. Sometimes there's jobs that like, no, you just need to fire that person, right?
Yeah.
Now I don't know the depth. Like, to me, like when I was researching, it was like, oh, he's shooting a shot with these women, and he's getting rejected, and now they're creeped out by it, which is like, I think first of all, I think is every guy's nightmare.
Well, what
But
he did
apparently
is,
there was a lot more to it, and I just was
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't want to know. But they don't have to record together. It's not a job where you have to record together. So just make him come a completely separate day, record his lines, and get out. It's not going to be as good, and you're going to have a voice editor in there, or like you're going to have the audio editor going like, it doesn't freaking sound the same. Tell him to like you're going to have that. But still get the movie out.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like, there's a lot riding on him. It's like firing actors has not worked out well for the MCU.
No.
Happened
like-
with Jonathan Majors.
And apparently,
Right after-
her girlfriend dropped charges. So, too
So
late.
like that whole firing a waste of time.
It's
Yeah,
okay. You can make army commercials.
That is true. Bro's built for the army, or better. Dude's
No,
like
he's
really-
not. Believe me,
just talking
there's
about- I'm just
there's a
talking-
lot of army that's like
I'm talking about like physique wise, right?
yeah. Actually, it's interesting. If I was joining the military now, I am 2 pounds away from being considered overweight. I can still get in, but they're gonna make a note and be like, "You're overweight," because I'm 180 pounds at 5'8", and yet I'm in shape. Like, I'm going to the gym. I'm fine. Like, do I have a little bit of, it's so. No, you'd think like we had a bunch of when I was joining, we had a bunch of people like coming in, and like they had to get like they're looking at like big bodybuilder looking athletic dudes. They weren't bodybuilders. They were like played football in high school and stuff like that. Were joining right out of high school. And they had to get like taped. They had to get like a bunch of extra notes made to make sure that they're healthy, and I'm just like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Like the dude's in completely fine condition. Why is it such a big deal? So that's my little tangent on. No, just because a dude looks really big and like muscular and cut does not mean he's gonna get, because he's gonna have someone at MEPS, that's the medical processing, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're too fat." What? No.
Yeah. Hey, Daddy. What you doing? But yeah.
But yeah, no. The last thing I think he's ever made, like I've seen anything of him, was that Army commercial he made.
Yeah. So, last thing I saw was Creed 3. And I did kind of like Creed 3 a little bit. Michael B. Jordan directed that. Forget.
He also acted in it.
Yeah. He did a good job.
That's good. I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna watch the Rockies before I see Creed. That's just a must.
Hot take. I think Creed 3 is the best Rocky movie in the franchise. Personally,
you're gonna get in trouble for that.
I know. I'm not a fan of the Rocky. I watched them all in a row, and I'm like, I was gonna do a review for Creed 3 on Smokey Squadcast, and then I didn't do it. So I'm just like, I just wasted my time.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I was like, "Are you gonna do it?" You're like, "Yeah," and then it's just like months later, I was like, "He's not gonna do it."
No.
No, a really good Sylvester Stallone movie is
First Blood.
Rambo. Yeah.
Yeah. First
Really
Rambo's good. I haven't seen
Second one's also pretty good. I haven't seen any of the other ones. Another really good, just like every good like action actor I can think of besides Keanu Reeves is The Expendables. That's a freaking good show or movie series. All three of them they're hilarious. They build on each other, but not too much. It's not like, oh, we got to save the world. It's like, nah, we got someone hunting us or something like that. So we just need to go and kill out all of them. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. They had a little bit of lore, but it's not like cinematic universe. They're just like, hey, you want to see Jet Li and Arnold Schwarzenegger throw each other, and then with machine guns?
Yeah.
Here you go. And yeah, it's
yeah. We got a comment here. You know what movie is really good? A Complete Unknown. I've heard it's pretty good. The Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan.
Okay. The worst movie I've seen within recent months. And David, I think you and I were actually talking about it. It's a show, or it's a movie on Netflix. It's called The Land of Bad.
I liked it, okay.
Here's the thing, all right? They got the ranks wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't mean, oh, they got like one stripe wrong. I mean, they got Army, they have an Army Staff Sergeant rank on her chest. She is a Air Force Staff Sergeant because it's big ass letters that say U.S. Air Force. And then they have, like, it's the dumbest thing because anyone should know. I'm surprised, like, nobody caught it. Like, it's the easiest thing to catch. Like, you want to know what? Hang on.
Okay. Donovan, entertain us while he's getting that. Never mind.
If it's not muted.
I was never planning on entertaining the masses anyways.
Oh.
What they did was they had, hang on. They had a patch with black lettering that looked like that, right? Mm. That's close to what an Army Staff Sergeant looked like. It should have looked like that with more stripes. Mm. And they were like, no, that looks close enough. No, it doesn't. It looks nothing alike, and everybody would know that. Anyone with any military experience. And I'm like, who didn't catch this? And that is also, like, in, like, military, like, Facebooks and stuff, that has gotten a lot of attention.
Wow.
Nobody's happy about it. So, like, otherwise, it was a great movie. It's just that I'm like, what in...
Yeah.
What?
I thought, was it Liam Hemsworth? I think it was Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah,
he did a good job. He was really cool. I like the Hemsworth brothers are doing more of that kind of stuff. Extraction was really cool. I did not finish Extraction.
Both of them were really, really good.
Extraction 2 I didn't finish, but I did love the prison scene with like the one shot, and then at 1 second it like, what's that thing where it like focuses on that one person and it's like everything else moves around them, but the one person's still. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the scene where he has basically like a GoPro or like a rig,
Pretty much.
and he like,
yeah.
it's basically this.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's a rig shot. I forget what it's called, but yeah, he had a rig on, basically with a big arm.
I love shots like that.
They did that with Leonardo DiCaprio in something where he like lays back. I think it's in Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Never gonna watch Wolf of Wall Street.
Well, that's a good movie.
I'm sure it is, but I'm good.
I want to watch it only because I want to see Jonah Hill eat a goldfish.
Ooh,
That's the only reason.
Oh man.
No, there's way better McConaughey movies to watch.
Yeah. Interstellar.
That's on Netflix now, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I might watch it for the third time, see if it. That is a really good movie, really good movie to watch for the second time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you watch it the first time and you're like, this is really good, and you watch it the second time, you're like, oh.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's probably my favorite Nolan movie. Oppenheimer was not my cup of tea, basically.
I'm not watching Oppenheimer.
You guys, these two know I don't like Oppenheimer. It's a meme at this point.
I know.
It's a meme at this point. It's so boring.
Oppenheimer is a cinematic masterpiece.
What did you say, Donovan?
It bombed. I mean, there's a bomb in it. Dang it.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a bomb.
I just Wolf of Walls. Oh, that's crazy. Awesome.
Wow, bro, that's crazy.
Blah.
Holy shit! All right. Well. Oh no. Anyway. But now, that is cool. That's interesting. But yeah, Oppenheimer is so. Aaron hates me because of that, but it's
Stale?
movie probably. I give Oppenheimer a 7 out of 10. Got a lot of things wrong from the book. There's a book. Okay, I'm not.
What about the historical thing?
The book is the historical thing, probably. Maybe I don't know. You'll have to tell me, Hansonator.
I'm having some
Yeah,
technical issues. My bad, guys.
Okay. Oh boy. Well,
It's the bomb. Bomb going
That's
off.
Oh, bomb and about to blow up.
Wait, no, if it's the bone, it's. Oh shit, where's it?
I want to see Shia LaBeouf come into screen and say, "Do it,
Do it.
Just do it.
just do it."
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, Awfulheimer, I call it.
It's a great name.
Remember this part where he said it's Oppen time and Oppened all over the place?
Remember when
yeah.
Barbie made her famous cameo in the film?
RDJ said, wasn't it?
Huh.
Einstein said, "I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers."
The
Edition."
Avengers.
I'm here to talk to you about that Manhattan Project.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Oppenheimer, yesterday was my 1-year anniversary of Moving Beyond.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's the first thing we talked about, right? Or
Yep.
that wasn't the first thing. Yeah. Dang, that was a year ago. Lots of stuff happened here
A lot of stuff happened this year.
already.
I had a lot of breakdowns and a lot of build-ups.
And then breakdowns again.
And then breakdowns again, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid I was going to lose the build-ups. I almost say breakups. I haven't had that yet.
Okay, good. Let's keep it that way.
Let's keep it that way, yeah.
Come on,
I'm
dude.
doing my best, man.
The movie is based of the book, The Triumph and Tragedy of Oppenheimer, not the type of book that really needs a movie, I think. You know
Hey,
what?
there's a history book. You guys want to make a movie about it?
Yeah.
Who are we going
It's
to put
like-
in it? Everyone.
Yeah. The history of the world, the movie. Ugh, that'd be... Well, I mean...
All right, Adam and Eve with Shia LaBeouf and...
And Megan Fox.
Yes.
No. Transform.
Transformers Garden of Eden.
It's like the Bible
God
as a
is-
movie.
God is
Like-
voiced by Peter Cullen.
Yes. And then at the end, it has the Book of Revelation. And at the end, it's like, what Michael Bay's
John.
the Bible.
John, are you getting this?
eBay. Michael Bay's the Bible would be so crazy. They'd have product placement in there somewhere. Mark Wahlberg plays Jesus.
What's that? I'm gonna die for your sin. I'm cool. I'm gonna die for your sins. I'm 5'6", 300 pounds. For some reason, I'm a carpenter, yo.
Joe Pesci.
He's
No,
going
that's
to
not
start
Joe.
rapping. He's going to become Marky Mark and gonna start rapping.
Mark Wahlberg plays Mark. Just. Not gonna lie,
I would
watch
I would
Michael
love
Bay.
Samuel Jackson from Snakes and Planes plays Jesus. So he's like, why do I have all of these? What is it? Why do I have all these damn people selling stuff in my damn temple? Why is that happening?
Who else is in the Transformers movies? That would be funny.
Josh Duhamel, I know that, but I don't know if he'd be fun.
I don't remember him.
He was literally the Marine guy. Him and
Christian
Tyrese.
Bale is Isaiah.
That'd be sick.
There's
Everything is horrible. Everything sucks. Everything is horrible.
But
God's people really suck right now.
Okay, hear me
No,
out.
it's gonna be better.
Who'd play a good Judas?
Steve Carell.
Yes. Literally, yes.
He's like, he finally realizes that he got 10, what is it, the 10 silver. This is the worst.
I declare bankruptcy.
Who else?
This is sacrilegious.
Oh my
I don't want
gosh.
to do this anymore.
Yo, we're doing this more, man. Oh my gosh.
Okay, if you don't
Who'd
want
play a
to-
good Moses?
Oh,
Okay.
Did someone say Chris Pratt?
no. I was gonna say like, Ryan Gosling.
Okay, hey David, you want to hear
Ryan
something that's
Gosling
really
has no-
sacrilegious? Hear me out on this.
No.
The Rock plays Satan.
Yes. The hierarchy of the.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. I just fell.
All you're going to hear in the background is if you smell what the Rock is cooking, and out comes the freaking Rock dressed as the devil and everything. His breath is
He's like, inhale. Can you smell what Satan is cooking?
His name is John.
It's just like a demonic version of his theme song starts playing and everything. And he
Oh my gosh.
out of nowhere.
No, imagine if John Cena played as Jesus and it's like, he's crucified and then he goes down for like a victory lap. And his name is Jesus Christ.
Oh, in the tomb. You can't see me.
No. No, and after
You can't crucify me.
Well, it's like they open the tomb. He's still there. He's like, you can't see me.
No, they open the tomb and that's when his fucking theme song starts playing. And then when it gets to like the he just comes out with the full wrestling gear and everything like it was nothing.
No, the stone just explodes and he's just
Kevin Hart as Noah or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, him loading up the animals would be hilarious.
They just topple all over him.
He's just pushing it. Now I told you, camels. Your wife is already
Look
in
at me. What I say? No.
One of the birds starts trying to flout. What I say?
What I say? No. This is all Michael Bay, by the way.
Margot Robbie is Ruth.
No.
Margot Robbie is married.
Oh. Oh
Is
no.
Mary?
Yep.
Oh, we just made a bunch of Catholics mad.
Dwayne Johnson is Goliath. Ooh. Kevin Hart is David, and then Dwayne Johnson is Goliath.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
That would be
Oh my gosh. You gotta make a short out of this. This is funny.
I'm making a clip,
Yeah.
dude. Dude, Pedro Pascal as ooh.
The thing is, I could see Pedro Pascal in like a Christian film, though. I don't know why.
I could see
Solomon.
this-
Pedro Pascal is Solomon.
I could see that.
Because just imagine, hello. Your thighs are like copper. With like a big
verse?
mustache.
I don't think that's a verse.
No, I was like, what's the most random yet not gonna get me like in trouble for me to say?
I don't like copper thighs.
I don't know. It's funny. I was talking about with my girlfriend. I was like, "Would you like me to use Song of Solomon for you?" And she's like, "No, don't you ever." That's like, she's like, "I've read that." No.
But you look like a goat.
Do you not want me to tell you that your stomach looks like an anthill? Like, I thought everybody wanted to hear that.
Oh, no.
All right, who else we got? Tom Holland as
I want him as ooh, hold on.
Samson. Tom Holland with long hair is Samson.
Zendaya as Delilah. Timothy Chalamet as Samson. I'd rather have Timothy Chalamet as either Samson or ooh, that's tough. I'm trying to think of all the Bible stories. I can't. It's blanking out.
Who would play? Okay, Peter. Who do we got as Peter?
Tom Holland. No, that's too obvious.
No.
No.
John
That's too
Bernthal.
obvious anyway.
It also wouldn't make sense. People would, like, you know, he'd like pull out a sword. It's like, no.
Yeah.
We'd all be like, nah, he wouldn't do that.
Oh man, Peter. Ooh, Pedro Pascal's the Apostle Paul, or Jason Statham.
What are you doing? Stop trying to tell everybody they gotta get circumcised.
So why are you persecuting me? Huh?
Hey, why don't you
Oi,
try
oi,
and
Huey.
stop? Hey,
No, you
stop
have
telling
power.
everybody they gotta get circumcised.
Anthony
Stop doing
Stars.
that.
Anthony Stars.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh. Who? Oh no.
That's who?
Jesus.
No, Anthony Starr is Satan. Prove me wrong.
He actually would play a very good Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
But I
probably
would-
would.
What if Carl Urban was just the voice of God and it's just like oi oi oi?
No, Morgan Freeman has got. Wait, that's been done already.
That's Bruce Almighty, I
That-
think. Jim
And the Lord
Carrey-
said to Moses,
Jim Carrey's come back, so we can use him now.
Okay.
he could be the burning bush, so he just goes up and is like, I'm not smoking.
Moses.
And he still got it.
Yeah.
That would be
Ben Schwartz as
Oh yeah.
the sheep, just a random sheep.
Okay, hear me out. I know you like this actor. So, David, so who can we put? Bill Hader in a movie.
Mm.
Oh, Bill Hader.
Who we got for him?
Ooh, okay. Mm.
Matthew.
No. No. No.
Actually, that would work. If you look at like the historical references for Matthew, it could actually work because he's a little bit more of an awkward character.
Yeah. But you could
You
get
just
like
heard the Perry
other
theme.
All right, so we got Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox for Eve. What happens next? Noah. I think we got Kevin Hart for Noah.
No, we got Cain and Abel.
Oh,
the Hemsworth brothers.
No.
What is
wait,
God?
no.
What is God like? Your sacrifices and not mine.
Am I supposed to keep track of my brother? Oh no. Hang on. Who's an iconic duo?
Pippin and Mary from The Hobbit.
That would be funny. Can we have? Oh, we gotta put Tobey Maguire in there somewhere.
Tobey
Just-
Maguire and Andrew Garfield as Cain and Abel.
No, ow.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. They both did the exact same thing, but people only liked one version.
Yeah.
You just have Andrew Garfield as Kane. It's just like, why is your movie better than mine?
Yeah. How come you get a third one? I don't. Or like, oh no, Bill Hader would be a good like. Oh, I want him as a king of some sort, like King Saul or something.
King Saul, that would be funny.
Yeah. Can we take a break from this real quick? I do have some questions. It's a long ass clip.
I think it's
we
kind of died out.
I think 2 or 3 random questions. So, The Boys. If The Boys was PG-13 or like TV-14, right? And they could only use one F-bomb throughout the entire show, where would you use that
that
F-bomb?
would be terrible.
With Soldier Boy.
Which line? Do you remember a specific line?
I would say probably where he talks to Homelander is about wearing the fucking cape.
Oh, okay.
I would use it there.
Yeah.
remember that scene? It was someone edited that conversation where Soldier Boy told Homelander he was his dad, and there was like Homelander picked up the phone and he was like, "Hello," and he was like, "I beat my meat into a cup." What?
Yeah.
It was like average conversation with bros. It was like, it's terrible. It's terrible, but it's really funny. But no, I don't really know any good lines from The Boys to really say. But I feel like Butcher would say.
I don't really like The Boys being rated PG-13.
Well, no, but
So-
like if it were, where would you put the F-bomb? The one F-bomb.
I have to say, going from a R-rated show back to a TV-14 or like the PG-13 is a weird phenomenon.
Is it?
Because I went from I was watching Dexter and something else, and then I went to Lost because I've never seen Lost and I kept hearing people talk about it. So I'm watching Lost and I'm like, there's not an F-bomb in here. I looked at what the rating was. I was like, oh. And it's like every time they have any kind of scene or anything, like they have some scenes that like if they were rated anything else, I'd just be like, oh, geez Louise. But it's like I'm watching. I heard someone say flipping when they should have said effing, and I was like, that is the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that I was watching Dexter, you know?
Yeah. Dude,
I have
like
a friend who's obsessed with Dexter right now.
what'd you say? I'm sorry.
I was saying I have a friend who's obsessed with Dexter. Brendan.
It's all right.
I've seen a lot of YouTube edits of Dexter recently because it's on Netflix, I think. So
And also, they made a new show on Paramount Plus.
Oh yeah, they
yeah,
did.
I don't know why they would. But
Because they didn't end, from what I've been told, is they didn't end where everybody thought they would end. So the people wanted more, and so they're finally giving a little bit more.
with a prequel series,
Oh, I don't. Well, okay, yeah, that gives a little bit more explanation. They had to. You find out after the end of season 1, his family isn't what he thought it was. So that actually is interesting. But they also have I think it's Ice Cold Killer or something like that.
Yeah.
And he has a new identity, but he's the same serial killer. Like he still has the capability.
okay. So I like the Big Harbor Butcher though. That's such a good name. Thank you. You can.
David's like, again.
Oh. Make a crunch noise again in the microphone so I can listen to it and like it. Okay, fine. Next question. What is a comic book casting either that's perfect or you could recast but it would feel wrong too?
Buddy,
Spider-Man 2099.
Do you think Oscar Isaac's perfect?
I think Oscar Isaac is great, and I love what he did. But I've been reading the Spider-Man 2099 comics. He's nothing like that.
Right.
He's more Spider-Man, like quippy and stuff like that. It's darker, right? But he's still very close to Peter Parker and how he's written. He's also, as far as body type is concerned, he's not at all the Miguel O'Hara that we see from what's it called? Into the Spider-Verse. Or Across the Spider-Verse, my bad.
Hold on.
So
Hey, whoa. I'm doing something. Hang on. Be a minute.
I guess none of us need. Okay. But I think, like, I absolutely love the, was it Oscar Isaac? Yeah, Oscar Isaac. Miguel O'Hara. I just think after reading the comics, I was like, oh, this is not comic accurate at all. And so, yeah, I would recast him, but maybe not like recast him, but I would like change, like his actor, at least size is concerned. I think Oscar Isaac is fine size to play as Spider-Man 29, but that's pretty much it.
Donovan, what do you think?
Are we talking about like a fan cast, or are we like an existing cast?
That could be another section, but we're just talking about ones that have already existed. Like, what's a perfect casting
Well,
for
the
anything?
thing
comic
is, I do have one casting, but it's not even out yet. It's for a movie that's not even out yet.
okay.
I would so recast Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm gonna give him a chance. I can't really speak much about it because it's not even out yet, but I want to give it a shot. If he's good, then I'll change my idea of it. If not, I would definitely recast him with Patrick Wilson. Because, like, I feel him or John. I know we had John Krasinski.
I
He
thought
was
that was
alright.
perfect. Yeah.
That was perfect. But I feel like either those two can really, him or Patrick Wilson could really be Mr. Fantastic.
Mhm.
I feel like that could work. And I know you guys might not like this. Aaron definitely would hate this. I would recast Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider.
Mm.
I really would.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. His Ghost Rider is great. I like it, and he gives off a form of comedy. But I wouldn't cast Nick Cage as Ghost Rider. He's funny to a fault, but it's also to a point where I can't take the man serious.
Scraping out the door.
Scraping out the door.
I'll show you afterwards.
Yeah. I can't take it serious the more I watch it at all. If anything, I'd rather get someone serious to do it at least. Or
Jason Statham.
No.
No.
Get out.
I'm the freaking Ghost Rider.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
the Ghost Rider. I got a motorcycle with spikes on it and flames.
There's one guy I would cast as Ghost Rider, and it's like the main reason why is because he himself said he wanted to be Ghost Rider. It's Keanu Reeves.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
And I believe in an interview he did say he would love to do it. So like, make the man happy. Why not?
Yeah. Keanu Reeves, Ryan Gosling, Norman Reedus. I don't know about Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
But what about ones that have already existed? Like, as far as like, just people that are already have played the character and it feels perfect to you.
Like, give me an example of what you mean by that.
Like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
See, that's the thing. You could recast RDJ as Iron Man, but he's been it for so long. Who can you really?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like what someone you could recast, but it would feel wrong.
Margot Robbie as Captain America.
Yes. Yes.
Hello there. I'm Captain America. Any more going? Captain America.
She comes out with the Harley Quinn pigtails as Captain America.
I don't think that phrase.
It's just explosions. She's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sniffs cocaine and goes, "Boo."
hold on one second, let me take my super serum. All right, I'm ready.
I think I phrased the question wrong. Basically, what's a perfect
Probably we got with Captain America's
Who is it?
Margot Robbie.
who is a perfect casting? Who has already
Oh my
existed? Who is a perfect casting that you would not want recasted? It would feel wrong to, like RDJ. But that's the obvious answer, though.
I mean, I don't want to say anyone from the MCU because, like, the OG6 is way too obvious.
Yeah.
Well, with the exception of Mark Ruffalo, at least.
Yeah.
But in terms of the big three,
Everyone.
Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and RDJ, you can't really recast those guys.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, you can't.
Mm-hmm. But like comic wise, well, I'll give an example. I'll just give mine. So like perfect castings in comic book, I would say Anthony Starr's Homelander. I don't think anyone else could do it, personally.
I agree.
John Bernthal's Punisher. I think he's an excellent Punisher. He's perfect. The obvious one's already.
I
Go,
might
Jen.
debate you on that one. On the
Okay.
Punisher one.
Okay.
I would.
I've heard this debate. I don't understand it.
We'll get there.
I'm not saying Punisher's. I mean, Bernthal's bad. I'm not saying it's bad Punisher. Still one of my top three.
Okay.
I believe Thomas Jane is just as good as him, if not a little bit better.
I have not seen Thomas Jane, so I don't know. But yeah.
But
that's fair.
if I'm gonna say he's probably the only live action one that could contend with Bernthal in my opinion, because I haven't seen the Dolph Lundgren one, and I haven't really seen the Ray Stevenson Punisher Warzone one.
Dolph Lundgren did Punisher.
Yes, he did in the 80s.
Why did I not know about that?
It was in
Dolph
1980s.
Lundgren. If he dies, he dies.
Oh, is that the
Hey,
guy
hey,
from Rocky IV?
Yeah, Ivan Drago.
Just friggin'.
Really?
If he
Hey,
dies.
you know what's the worst part? They
He
didn't
dies.
have the Punisher logo, and the director regretted not having it.
That's stupid. It's like Venom not having the logo.
I don't know
Oops.
why they didn't have the Punisher logo. I forgot
Yeah.
the reason, but the director himself straight up said, "Yeah, I regret not having it."
So it's actually interesting because I've noticed, like, in the circles I've been put in, like the Punisher logo is used by a lot of people, like unofficially, and officially in some cases. Like there's a lot of police officers that use it officially, and I've been wondering, like, why in the world is that used? And yeah, it's a really interesting why that logo is used on so many trucks. Because like if you see a skull logo on a truck, I thought that was like, oh, it's like an energy drink or something. Like it kind of looks like, that kind of logo. No, that's like the original Punisher logo. So I found that really interesting.
Yeah, looking back on it, for some reason, I was like a very naive kid, and to this day, I still don't get it either, even just from a civilian standpoint. But when I saw it, I just thought maybe they're comic book fans. They just really love the Punisher.
So it's they a lot of people are comic book fans, especially when it first started, because it started like I think it was 70s or 80s. It was like right after they first came out with him, and he used it like the point was he did what was necessary to keep everyone safe, and that's kind of especially for like military, because that's my background. Like I see it a lot for military members, and because that's literally a lot of our jobs is possibly like you're gonna have to go in and you're gonna have to use lethal force, right? Like you don't want to, but there's a very good possibility you will. Just not in my job. I'm a cameraman. Like I don't.
It turns into a
But
gun.
it's yeah. I just gotta press this button and you're
Like,
documented.
smile.
But no, like that's kind of, it's just kind of like the justice, even though you have to go the extra mile. I don't know, and also the fact that he had a military background in the comics and even in like all the movies. His superpower is he's a Marine.
Pretty much.
So that's what
Very
pretty much everybody loves about him.
Girls don't like boyfriends who have great skills. Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh,
Yeah.
still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
good.
What? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not
Sorry.
the only one. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's
No.
like,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. No. It's fine. Sorry, Tyler. Were you gonna say something? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask a question. So when you say like recast, cast
So
people,
it would.
do you mean like Marvel, the DCU, or
So I'm talking about anything comic related. So
oh,
Marvel, DC, anything comic related, but it would be like a casting, not a recast, just a casting that's already there, like Robert Downey Jr. And how it would feel weird recasting him because he did such a good job. And there are other actors that have that kind of thing. So which one of those people would you feel wrong for recasting, basically? Like no one else could
I
play.
feel I would go with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. That's the
He's just so
go-to.
perfect as Tony Stark.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
here's a.
Hugh Jackman as Logan.
I don't know.
was-
That's kind of a special case.
I was gonna say something about Hugh Jackman. I think he could. Else could play Wolverine. I think
Yeah.
it's probably. Yeah, we've so. For those who've seen
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
that's a very good one. That's a very good. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean, so for the people that have seen the oh wait a second. For him, but no, Deadpool's a great one. Robert Downey Jr. Anthony.
I would say, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, but he
Yeah.
has Katana, the Black Panther.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know, because kind of in the same boat as Wolverine, that also could be casted as someone different.
You could. Chadwick
could.
Boseman was great.
It would
but,
feel-
like, yeah.
It'd feel very. I don't know if it's. Well, now it might feel very weird, especially if you want to bring back T'Challa. But if it
did
was
you-
back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
If
it
you
was
did
back
it,
then, maybe.
yes, you should have done it then.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say about Wolverine. For those who've seen the Comic-Con live stream, we had a Comic-Con panel that we put together, so we could be cool. But we basically made up.
People.
Yes, we do. We've made more universes now, but we made our own little universes and we presented them. So Donovan and I collabed on an X-Men universe, and for our Wolverine, we casted Anthony Starr as our Wolverine. I think
could
it's
see that.
okay. Okay, let's hear your thoughts on her.
Yeah, I could definitely see that because Anthony Starr, he plays a good Homelander, but Wolverine is like a good guy, right? I
Yeah,
can definitely see him playing that, and with the weight he has as Homelander, man, he would definitely nail it.
yeah. I mean, I could see it. I think he could. And he was in a show called Banshee, and he's the lead on that show. And apparently,
I have no doubt that he's fantastic.
I feel like I think he would do a good job.
Yeah.
People,
I don't know. I really like the Daniel Radcliffe idea. That kind of came out of nowhere, and at first you're like, no, but I think it could work. And he's
It's
like
not
just the right size for it.
is
'Cause
that
he's
it?
short.
Just the physique? Because I mean, you got to have
No.
like. There's
Yeah,
more.
have a personality.
He's typecasted for being Ron. Don't do it. You're going to die. But like,
Oh yeah, Harry Potter.
I mean, first of all, Hugh Jackman's also British. So like,
Australian, but
I don't. Oh, that's true. He's Australian. Oh crap. Never mind.
I thought he was Canadian.
I'm an idiot. Never mind.
no, Ryan Reynolds is Canadian.
I just lost my cred, dude.
Um,
Oh, the one person that I would recast, The Rock as Black Adam.
dude, yes.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm gonna
No.
play devil's advocate a little bit.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Bet
Why?
I do.
No, you're not.
No,
Hear me out. Just hear me out, please. I
Okay.
don't like The Rock. Hell, David, you know I am the one guy that hates them the most out of anyone here.
Oh, you think you
I
hate The
hate
Rock more than me? You think,
buddy. I hate him more as an actor and as a wrestler. Don't like for real. I genuinely hate this
Oh,
guy.
as a wrestler
just-
too?
just as a person, he's just the
As a
worst.
general person, I do not like this guy.
No, he
but-
sucks.
The one thing he did have that no man has had, at least for now, in terms of Black Adam, he has the look of a Black Adam. That's all I can say.
I'm just gonna pull up a
regardless-
picture of. Black
Regardless,
Adam
he
real quick.
looks like he could play a Black Adam. Other than that, fuck him. Anyone else can play him. That's what I was going at when I was going to play Devil's Advocate. When I say that, he just looks the part. Other than that, looks can be very deceiving.
True.
He also ruined that entire movie. Like behind the
He
scenes, he
ruined the
ruined
entire
it.
DCEU, in my opinion.
No, the movie.
The movie.
He ruined the movie, and
He ruined both.
he ruined the movie and then the upcoming Superman they were gonna have because they teased that they were gonna have Henry Cavill come back and it was gonna be awesome and you were gonna see him fight, and I forget what he did, but he just messed everything up, and they were like, oh yeah, he does this in movie. It came out like they're like, oh yeah, he does this in movies every time he's in a movie. That's why we don't have sequels with him in it.
So the one thing is because he is a Shazam villain, he did not want him fighting Shazam for some reason.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, that's made.
That's like playing Green Goblin and you don't want him to fight Spider-Man. Like
That's
why?
like Venom and not having fight Spider-Man.
Well, we've seen what happens there, but at least Venom can hold his own.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like they have him see Spider-Man and say something about him and mention him, but that's it. Like Black Adam doesn't do anything with Shazam. Nothing. Like not even a mention of anything.
Yeah.
Which is sad because Shazam mentioned him.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
The Throne.
Oh,
You don't remember
no.
the throne room?
I don't. I don't remember
first
Shazam
Shazam.
2.
So, no, it wasn't. I think the first one, right?
I think it was the
Oh,
Was it
yeah,
the
the
first, or was it
first
the
one.
second? Oh yeah, it was the first. Yeah.
Before his first transformation, right? With the backstory. Is that what you're talking
No, I think
No,
there's
I
a.
remember
It might have been a post credit. I haven't seen Shazam in a while, but I remember it was the Billy and the Shazam family, and one of the Shazam ones, I think it was the female in the red. She was like, "What's that other throne for? What's the other seat for?" And they're like, "I don't know. What is that for?" And one of them says, "Well, whatever it is, we will accept them for who they are, or whatever." It was something like that. But you could
Because
tell
we
them
love
they didn't-
everybody here in Happy Town.
Yeah,
Happy
because
Town.
and because of that, they were obviously setting up Black Adam.
Right.
That was the only time they ever like mentioned him in the film, though.
Okay. Shazam 2 sucks, by the way, but we're not
Oh,
going
I
to get
know.
into that.
I thought it was okay.
All right.
I liked it.
Anyway.
I remember we had this, like, me and
Yeah.
Thomas watched it, and you sent out your review, and you were like, "Oh, this movie sucks," and we both laughed, like, left the movie theater because, like, I was like visiting him, and we both left the movie theater. We're like, "That was actually pretty freaking good. Wasn't that good? That was really good." And then we get back to his house, and like looking at like the phone, and I'm like, I see, oh, David dropped something. And I look, and you're like just shitting on it, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? What do you
bad.
mean?
It's
I had
bad.
I had the exact same reaction. I'm like, oh, David hates the movie.
Dude,
David hates every movie. Let's be
I
honest,
don't hate
guys.
every movie.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I will say, I hate Disney. That said, Daredevil Born Again doesn't look bad from the trailer. I am kind of looking forward to it, I will say, but I'm not trusting in it. But like, I like the Venom movies. I don't like the third one. The third one's bad, but the other two are good. Have you seen The Last Dance, Hunter? Venom
Oh no,
2?
I haven't. I forgot which one we're on. No, I haven't yet.
Yeah, if you like the first two, I don't think you'll like the third one. People are saying if you like the first two, you'll like this one. It's like that's false. I like the first two.
Is it is Venom 3 is a so bad as good movie? Because I've heard mixed things on it.
It's just Kind of like you laugh at points you shouldn't laugh, like when the one symbiote went the black one, and then it's just
I
like,
saw that clip.
I was all by myself in that theater, and I died laughing. Like
You
I
should
was,
have posted a picture of yourself just in the theater by yourself.
I should have, yeah. And that
I'm sorry, I
one
just
part,
refuse to watch. Not Black Adam. Venom 3.
yeah, it's not worth it. It's like,
That's me with Craven.
yeah.
I mean,
no,
after Venom 2 and how they massacre my boy Carnage, I'm not watching the third one.
you're right. Yeah. Although Let There Be Carnage is the best Venom film to me. Venom 1 is
Really?
like second place. Yeah, I like just because Andy Serkis directed it, and I like Andy Serkis a lot.
He
He's
did
really
it.
talented. He did a good job.
Direction
Yeah.
wise, movie wise, not them.
Yeah, the writing's not good in those movies, but
Writing hasn't been good in a movie since like I haven't seen a well-written movie
yeah,
in years.
there was a lot of good ones, but like I don't really know which one to recommend. Like first,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that was like what, 20 years ago?
That's true. Yeah. Wow. Oh, let's go.
Oh, by the way,
Do you remember Will Holland, Hunter?
Yes, of course.
Here he is. David is the goat. Hunter is like, how dare you?
Damn.
You piece of shit. No, I'm joking.
hey, being close second is bad.
It's okay. I'll just.
Yeah, forget about the other two. Hey, Will. Sorry I called you that. Almost.
Will is in creepy underpig, Will?
No. This is different Will.
Oh.
I know two Wills.
Oh, okay.
He's got a lot of will.
Power.
There's no Will power.
No, I deserve it. You do. You really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We passed the 2-hour mark already. I think.
Who cares?
Sorry, Will, but we're gonna have to close up shop here. But yeah. Well, this was very fun, and I'm glad Hunter was able to join. I'm glad the other Donovan and Ty are able to join as well. This was a fun conversation.
Yeah.
I binge watched Lord of the Rings last week. Good for you. It's good. They're very good, and yes, extended version.
I still need to watch the extended version. Can't get my hands on it.
Seriously?
David.
Yeah, I've still only watched like the original version.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am serious.
And you didn't tell me before.
That's not something you typically just go around. Oh, I'm
You know what?
illiterate."
You were right, Will. What the crap? I'm joking. I'm joking.
David, since you watched the Lord of the Rings movies, have you seen the animated movie that came out recently?
No.
I did.
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
Oh boy. All right. Here's the thing, and I'm not trashing on movies that have a girl lead. It had nothing to do with J.R.R. Tolkien. The manuscript that talks about the battle that took place, like that whole entire series, there's a few things that were correct. The rest of it, for instance, the main character was mentioned one time because it was written in a different time period. They took a lot of liberties that I'm like, that's not accurate. That's not realistic. It was very much like an anime. But
yeah.
I thought it was okay. It was enjoyable to watch. It was very good in animation. I enjoyed that.
Sure.
Like, I definitely appreciate anime as art style. I don't watch too much of it. Like I haven't even finished Death Note. But no, it was okay. It was okay for what it was. But yeah, it had nothing to do with J.R.R. Tolkien or anything like that. It was just that universe that they made an anime off of.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dude. Anime, Lord of the Rings. That should never go together.
I didn't even know it was happening, and then someone was like, "Hey, you want to go see anime Lord of the Rings?" I'm like, no, you know what? Yeah.
And
This
They're
is
like,
the only.
you have a reason to get out of work early. I'm like, sweet, I'm coming.
Yeah, that's the only one worth watching to me. That's the only one I've seen. To be fair.
Death Note is pretty good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Death Note is good, but in my opinion, it kind of falls off and gets like a little not confusing, but it kind of gets a little weird in the second half of the show.
Does it? I don't know if I've gotten to that point yet.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but like there are some parts of it that is kind of weird and a little bit convoluted at times. And it's just like, just get to the end, please. By the time they get to the end, it's just like, well, thank you.
It's been a ride.
Yeah, it's been a ride, and it's finally over. I will say the ending is very satisfying, though. It's a really good ending.
That's good.
But yeah, 10 out of 10 would watch again, but I would also would really want to see the sequel series be made into an anime, which I'm surprised it hasn't been yet.
Yeah, with the amount of like popularity this one has gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as they don't make another live action movie, I'm fine with it.
Oh, how
Willem
was that?
Dafoe.
Oh, which one? Which one? Because there's like 4.
The
3
Netflix
Japanese.
one.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe as Ryuk carried. That's all I can say about it.
Wait, Willem Dafoe is the demon?
He was Ryuk. Yep. They casted Willem Dafoe.
And Willem Dafoe was like, "Yeah, I want to play as a demon in a cartoon.
I'm fine with playing this character. That's not.
Is he
My-
evil? I'm fine with that."
William
My
Dafoe makes a goat. I haven't seen Nosferatu yet. I really want to.
Oh, Nosferatu. I mean, well,
Have you seen it? Dave?
You might see a little bit more than Nosferatu than you're expecting.
I will say the director Robert Eggers, he did The Lighthouse, and he did The Witch. I don't know when I watch The Witch, but I do want to see The Lighthouse.
He did the Northman too, I think.
Yeah, The Northman.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah, that looks good.
That was
He
when-
creates such a good atmosphere with his movies, and that's something I really admire. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try it out. But Nosferatu is like, so the plot is like some girl gets horny for Nosferatu, and that's it.
Wait, what?
Like, that's the plot.
Hey, David, there's one. I haven't seen.
I can change
It's in
him.
the trailers, dude. It's in the trailers.
No. Hear me out. I can fix him, guys. The guy in question. That guy.
It's Bill Skarsgård. Just because it's Bill Skarsgård doesn't mean anything. I never got the appeal.
I know he's damaged, but I can fix him.
Mm-hmm.
All guys are like that, right? All guys are the same actor as It.
Yeah. Guy's Daddy Burnball. I can change him.
You gotta stop calling him that, for real.
Okay, fine.
What did he say?
I'm not gay. I said Daddy Burnball. I can change him.
Anyway. Oh, by the way, did you know that he will be back as Penny? Penny. Oh crap.
Punisher?
What? No, what's this clown's name? Pennywise. And Welcome to Derry.
Oh, Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, they're making a new one?
Yeah. Well, they're not making a new movie, but they're all making like this prequel series on Max.
Very cool. Yeah, the books were really hard to read.
Yeah.
Or the book. I've been listening to it on like audio book, and it is, oh gosh, it is everywhere. And they use the F word, not that F word, the other F word a lot. And I'm like, I really hope because I'm listening to this at work, and I'm like, I've heard it for the 40. It's like the Tom Sawyer, but of that word. And I'm like, this is please do not let my Bluetooth headphones disconnect.
And like that
Please.
1 second, and they
Beep,
say,
beep.
It's like for the 1 second disconnects and it says that other F word. And then it goes back to being plugged in.
It's just like it's the one time in my office where everything's just quiet and it's like end of day, everybody's just kind of working. You just hear this beep. Nothing. It's Stephen King. I'm sorry,
Stephen
guys.
King. Yeah. Stephen King's a he's a what?
No.
No.
I mean, it
But,
could be worse. Though.
Do you remember that? Have you ever seen that meme where it's like what you think girls are reading? And it's like, and they lived
Yes.
happily ever after. And then what they actually read?
They
He
beat
paid my
me
bit
in my
and
beat.
beep, beep. And then it said
Yeah.
daddy at the end of it. And it's just by itself. Like, beep, beep, beep. Daddy.
I love the videos where the dude is like has his like Apple CarPlay, on his car. It's like at a gas station or whatever, and is just listening to 50 Shades of Grey. Just like no reaction, just
I love
he's
that.
got a window unrolled and dude's like there's like no audio. You just only hear like the crazy love scene in this book. But you just see that dude just like the dude's vibing for a second. He's like,
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
I should get bro to read Blood Meridian in his car.
I would like to read Blood Meridian.
You know-
Well,
oh no, what is it? What
so
is
Blood,
it?
Blood Meridian,
You don't want
It's
to know
like-
what Blood Meridian is. We gonna
you can look it
might-
up.
Yeah, you
I don't even know what that is. but I
Is it
love
something I don't want on my search history?
literally
Not
yes.
necess- Okay, fine. I don't
No,
know.
I'm not saying that just to say it as a joke. Like, if you read it, it's scuffed. It really is,
Gotcha.
and it's like gratuitous scuffed. I don't know why. It just is.
And it's the
Cormac-
author who wrote No Country for Old Men,
Yeah.
Oh my.
which is kind of like, and The Road, but
Mhm. I might be wrong, but every one of his books except Blood Meridian has been adapted into film.
Maybe there's a
That's
reason for
how-
that.
There's more than one reason for that.
yeah.
People in the past have tried to make Blood Meridian a movie. It's never worked. One notable director was James freaking Franco of all people. Tried to make
James
that.
Franco.
Oh.
James Franco tried to make it happen.
Ooh.
Ew.
Good the ooh.
Ew.
What's that? But isn't like the character? His he's called the Judge, and he's like this tall, pale white man. And
He's supposed to be like the personification of the devil. Well, at least that's how you interpret it.
yeah,
But I don't think he's the main character. I think the main character is some guy called the Kid. They don't call him anything by his real name. They just call him the Kid. And I think he's tried to set out and like try to be his own man by setting out into the world. Gets involved with gangs that
I'm in a gang.
do a lot of stuff. He meets the judge, and it's just. Oh.
So does the Judge do every horrendous act imaginable? Is that what it is?
Oh.
I assume he does. I don't know if he's like the focal point of the book. I would think he is, but I don't know if he does everything imaginable.
And you've
But he
read
does.
it?
I dare not to read that book. Like I want to read it, but part of me is like, please don't.
Yeah, like
Because
we have it. I have it in my house. Like my dad has it, but so I mean, I don't know. Well, my
I
dad's
will say this. Look, if you want to take, okay. It's not a risk because it's not like, oh, you read this book, you're gonna get cursed or whatever. But if you want to read it, go ahead. But I warn you, don't be surprised when you see something messed up.
yeah. I'll
Because
just
the book. Go ahead.
if I do, I'll just pray, and then everything will be okay.
Right.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying that in like a rude way. Like
Yeah, no, you're good, but yeah.
The weirdest movie date the weirdest movie I watched in theaters was 50 Shades Freed.
What was it?
50 Shades Freed. It's the third 50 Shades movie.
I.
You know what sucks is that I actually watched 50 Shades 1 and 2 as a high schooler.
Oh no.
You know what makes it even worse?
Who blackmailed you, Damien? I mean, Devon. God. Good damn it.
You know what makes it worse?
What?
In high school, I had 2 female friends that gaslighted me into watching the films.
Oh,
That makes
rid of
sense.
them. Get rid of them.
I haven't
not
talked
free.
to them in years, actually.
Since that moment, you're like,
Run.
Run.
I think the worst movie, like, so, who's the actor of Hannibal?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen. He's in a movie called Polar.
Oh, I think I heard
It's
of
on
this.
Netflix. That is the most. I was not expecting the amount of like sex and nudity. That was like every 5 minutes. Like if it's in like 1 or 2 scenes, I don't care, right?
Skip
But like
it.
I'm here to see people's heads get blown off. Like that's why I'm watching a crime, shooting movie. Well, I ended it when there was a girl who was at a strip club, and she's got 2. Like the shot is this, and she has 2 female asses right here, and she licks one of them, and I was like, and I called my girlfriend immediately. I was like, I just watched something, and I won't watch it again. I promise. I was like, I wasn't even calling her to be like, I'm sorry that I watched this. I was calling her to be like, I am traumatized. Do you want to watch SpongeBob?
I drank my diet, Dr. Kelp. Don't tell me you forgot my drink.
I was like, I just watched. That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. You're just sitting there watching SpongeBob, like. Just the ringing sound just gets
That is
louder.
You just hear the word bikini bottom, and you're like,
That one has a different
Bikini
meaning.
bottom,
you see, bottom,
bottom. Ass. And then it just fades into the word.
it's just close up of my head, and you just see like in fading like all the things he's seen.
Where's that coming from? You just bottom.
Do y'all ever like watch stuff on your Instagram and you just see something that's just like, what? Because there's some crazy stuff on there that's like, it's like inappropriate, yes, but way worse, but really weird, like, or I love those ones that are like, it's like I thought I was gay, but then I met my cousin, and I'm like, no.
What did I just walk into?
Oh, no.
It's like you watch it. It's like you're watching. You're like, okay, cool, okay, whatever, cool. Like life update, wonderful. Why is this Oh,
It's like I feel like I'm intruding. I need to go.
no, there's so many of those videos. I'm like, I think we should keep that private. There was a very long time where like the trend was like, say the most like horrible thing you've ever done. And I just kept saying, it's like, oh yeah, one time I crapped on the floor, and so I picked it up with my hands, and I put it in my pants,
Oh no!
so that no one would see, but then everybody could smell it, and they're like, what is that? And I just whipped that puppy out of there. I'm like, why are you telling me this?
What?
I don't want to know this. And why am I still here? I can swipe up at any time.
That sounds like one of those like videos you hear on YouTube where it's like, what is an embarrassing secret you'll take to the grave? r/secrets or whatever. Like,
And then they
it'd be
proceed to not take it to the grave and just tell you.
Exactly. It's just the most off the wall. Like, I know I've cussed a lot in this episode, David, but it's like one of the most off the wall, ass backward type like secret that no one would expect, and it's always involving. First, one commenter literally said, "Why is this all involving family members?" Or your fetish is why.
Yeah.
My husband, it's like my
I call
husband
my
banged
husband
my
cheating.
wife with my cousin.
And it's like them doing crafts and DIY in the background, and it's just like it's just so, I skip those immediately. I'm like, I'm not listening to this. Crap.
See, some of those draw you in, and you're like, oh, I didn't know this would. Oh,
it's just
shit.
mesmerizing.
Oh. But
You know
they're doing Minecraft parkour. I have to keep watching.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's Subway Surfers now.
Ooh.
So,
Or no, or better yet, they'll have CS:GO surf in the background while like having these weird videos on YouTube. Like it's 2016 commentary channels all over again.
oh yeah.
Number 15. Burger King foot
Food lettuce. I swear you actually sound like him when you say the full thing.
I appreciate it.
Do the oh.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Ooh. Frick.
Hey, bro, you trying to be like Justin?
I gotta get in key. Hang on. Hang on. I gotta mute myself.
Why is he doing it at the edge of the?
Why did you meet your mic?
No!
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it sounded now.
Freaking P. Diddy. Freaking P. Diddy.
I don't even have anyone in here with me, so it's just like, what am I?
I would love it if like your mom walked in and you're just like doing this. Like,
Oh, have you seen the meme? Like, how come as bros we can't compliment each other's?
so, have you guys seen that thing of it's like the kid like I was on a website and I downloaded a virus and then I snapped up. Well, today I was like rushing so that I could use this as my webcam. I was on the phone with my girlfriend. And, she's talking and I'm trying to get this webcam to start working. Because this is a GoPro. And I had to download a bunch of stuff. Like I had to download OBS and I had to download webcam utility. Well, that meant I was downloading a lot of stuff that didn't look 100% right. And I was like, I swear, if I downloaded a virus out of my computer and you hear me complaining about it, I'm telling you right now, it's supposed to be GoPro utility. And I'm wearing a belt, so if I stand up, my pants. But all I could just hear was, my pants fell down when I got up because I deleted the virus.
We gotta cut. We're at almost 2.5 hours.
2:30. Jeez Louise.
Gracious. But this is fun though. But anyway, thanks for watching. 0 viewers. We had 3, but no.
I love talking to no one. I do it often.
Mm-hmm.
I did it in the last episode of Moves and Beyond.
Well, it's okay. The voices in your heads will always keep you coming.
The real voices in the heads were the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching.
Schizophrenia.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to leave a like on this episode, and be sure to check out my other videos as well. Be sure to stay tuned for the next episode and just anything I post, please. And be sure to check out Don's comic domain, MovieBlaze1, and Kirk Comics. Be sure to check them out. They're really cool. Thank you all for joining.
I need views, guys.
You did it. You need views.
I haven't posted in 2 weeks because my truck got broken into. I need views, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But yes, thanks for watching, y'all, and we will see you next time. Toodaloos to the who's.
To the who.